Bath Volunteers for Service is a charitable organization that raises funds for different events and different groups in the Bath area, as well as the greater Akron area. So we're happy to have them with us today to learn a little bit about who they are, what they do, and how they do all this fundraising for the greater Akron area. First, right here to my left, we have Debbie Brown. Debbie is an officer and the chairman of the Bath Home Tour, which they'll be talking about. And to her left, we have Nadine Clar. Nadine is now the president of Bath Volunteers for Service. So we're happy to have them with us because they're going to explain a lot of things to us. Welcome to both of you ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here. Well, let's get right into it. Tell us and our viewers a little bit more exactly what Bath Volunteers for Service is, who's in it, what do they do, what are their goals, all that kind of thing. Let's start with you, Deb.
Okay, Bath Volunteers for Service is a volunteer organization made up of women in the Bath area. We go about raising money in a lot of different ways. We have the home tour. We have the horse show, which actually does not raise money for us, but it helps the Bath Fire Department raise money. And we just help with the ticket sales and things like that. We also collect money through Acme receipts, and we do volunteer things. We have a new member group. When the new members come in, each class does volunteer stuff in different organizations. They pick what they want to do and do different projects. Nadine was in charge of that this year.
Well, then Nadine can tell us a little bit more about that. Now, it's a new group of people come into the club?
Yes, this year was being phenomenal. We had 10 new members come in, which was pretty high for the group, and they chose HMS Life, which is an organization that helps women transition from being homeless. They go to Access, and then from there they move on to HM Life, where they show people how to get an apartment, how to maintain that apartment, get a job, and get them back into the workforce again. So our members, our new members, decided that this is what they wanted to do. So we collected gently worn clothing for job interviews, things like that, cleaning products for the house, things to help them set up their housekeeping. And it was amazing. Every month there was a truckload going down to HM Life to help in this organization.
I think this is amazing just to hear about. Now, I assumed, and obviously I assumed incorrectly, that it was just Bath activities and Bath charities.
No, no.
Well, this is a terrific thing then. I mean, you're obviously doing more for the greater Akron area.
We do a lot in Revere School District, but we do branch out and reach out to the surrounding communities too to help.
Well, now I mentioned earlier the home tour, the different things that you do, Bath Community Day, the horse show. Let's talk about each of those. Those seem to be the big events that you handle. And you Debbie, you go first, simply because you're closest.
The Bath Home Tour is our largest fundraiser. We do that in the end of May every year. We get homes in the Richfield, Bath, Copley area. So the western side of town pretty much. We try to get a variety of different homes. There's century homes, we have large homes, we have homes that interior decorators have done, we have homes that have a theme to them maybe, and people from all over the Ohio for sure, some further than that, come every year to this. And they buy tickets, which is how we raise money. We also have vendors that when they pick up their tickets, they can get stuff. We have a luncheon for them. We have a fashion show for them. And they drive around and can see these different homes.
They open their homes.
They're very generous.
Allow thousands of people to tromp through their homes.
Well, they have little booties that you put on before you go through the house.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
We try to make sure that the houses look untouched.
Yeah, we
by
keep
the end of the
pristine.
day. And you say this is your largest fundraiser?
Yes, it is.
It is.
And you do, and then those funds go into your own account, which then you disperse later on in other ways.
Yes.
Now tell me about the horse show, because I think that would be a big one in the Bath area.
Well, the Bath Fire Department has their own little incorporation, and they've put on this horse show, I don't know how many years now.
It's been longer than I've been there, which is 20 plus years.
So it's been around for a long time.
Yeah. And it's people from all over come to the horse show to participate in it, and there's different classes and they have ribbons and things. Well, the money generated from that goes into the fire department's
into their
fund, and they usually set the money towards a fire truck, an engine, whatever that they need for that.
What else does this group support or help?
Well, you know, usually it's someone knows someone who works at, let's say, Access or Battered Women's Shelter, something that brings that person to the light. We have speakers come in once a month, you know, at our meeting, and usually that's when our members get, you know, emotionally attached to this, and they want to do something for them. And once a year we ask that people fill out an application for a donation, and it's quite hard because sometimes we have many applications that we can't give to everyone.
Right.
So we have to make a call on that.
Yeah,
Who are some of the groups that you've helped in the past?
Revere Schools is one of them.
That makes sense. That's
yeah,
your local school
we
district.
start with that, but we've gone through Stewart's Caring Place, Mobile Meals, Friends of Pets, Richfield Senior Citizen Center, the International Institute, Tuesday Musical Group, Progress Through Preservation, the American Red Cross,
Project Learn. The ones she was naming are some of the ones we gave to last year. But over the years, in November, they can turn in a form requesting an allocation. So it varies from year to year as to like a specific thing that they need.
So you're a grant opportunity.
Yes.
Grant giving opportunity for
anybody
really
in Summit
so
County.
If I know you, I know that I could say my friend Debbie Brown is in a group. Maybe we can submit an application through her for a grant.
Right. And we actually publish that in the Richfield Times, the Bath Country Journal, places like that people can send it in. It doesn't have to be that you know any of us personally.
Now, who's going to tell me about Bath Community Day coming up on August the 6th?
That's mine.
That's Nadine once again. All right.
And that's the reason why I joined BVS was that I've been chairman of Bath Community Day. This will be my 13th year doing it, and I got shanghaied. But I volunteered to help with it, and it was one of those things that in the end it turns around.
What is it? Is it rides? Is it booth?
It's at our community park, and what we do is the day starts off with a pancake breakfast. The Bath Homeowners Association puts on the breakfast at Bath Church. And then from there at 11 o'clock we have a parade, and it starts at Ken Stewart's, and we travel down Cleveland Masson Road to Bath Elementary School. And then from there, from noon until 5 o'clock at the Bath Community Activity Center, we have free inflatable rides. We have a wacky planter contest, which a lot of people love to.
Oh, planter.
Planter, yeah.
They come in with. Why would you have your planters there? What would be so wacky?
Well, that's highly competitive. And then something that has just grown is Bath's Best Pooch Contest. People love to come and show their dogs, and all the groomers around Bath say their business jumps the day before Community Day because they're cleaning those puppies. And then after that, we have our fire department comes, and they have 2 pumpers, and they have a water ball fight. And
it sounds like a great deal of fun, though.
It is. You know, it's not a carnival. It's just an old-fashioned
community day.
Exactly.
Yeah, it is.
So we have that, and then Revere Middle School, the coach there, Coach Newbert, comes, and he does a cross-country race. And Revere has one of the largest cross-country teams in our middle school because 3-4-year-olds can run in the race. Yeah. And each child gets a ribbon, and they get the winners get trophies, but it starts these kids off, and they understand what cross-country is. And that has really been something that we're proud of. And then we have we have authors in Bath that come, and they have their books there for signing for people. And people don't understand how many authors that we do have in our township.
Living in Bath.
Yeah, and I'm amazed. Every year I find somebody new. I thought, oh my gosh, I didn't know that. And this year we're having a band from Bath Township. It's called the Swizzle Stick Band. They'll be playing for us. And the first time we're going to have the Red Cross come and do a blood drive. They said BVS does a blood drive, 2 blood drives a year. But in the
another example of service to the community.
That's right. But in the summertime, donations really drop. So they approached me at our last BVS drive and said, could we do it at Community Day? So we're going to give it a try.
Sure.
when, unfortunately, Copley is not having their Heritage Day, and when Copley doesn't, everybody comes to us, and we have over 3,000 people attend. So I'm hoping the blood drive will be very successful this year. And then we have a Boy Scout Troop 385 that they are our honor guard in the parade, and they do a flag retirement ceremony. We did it last year, and it was just wonderful. So we're hoping, well, we're going to do it again this year. It's where people can bring their old flags, and it's quite moving, solemn little demonstration that they do.
This sounds like a wonderful slice of Americana. I mean, it really is.
Yes.
And we've lost so much of that in some ways that you're bringing it back,
well,
or keeping it going, I guess would be the better word.
It's taken a long time for us to get to this point, but it's been wonderful to see how it's fallen into place. And, you know, people say to me, well, you know, you don't have funnel cakes and you don't have this, but we don't want the carnival.
Yeah.
We want it to be just Community a family place. One thing new this year we're going to have is a drum circle. And here it's a gentleman that's bringing 60 drums, and people sit in a big circle, and it's an automatic rhythm that people just fall into.
I've seen that done at another
I haven't seen it done. I've read it.
And it's interesting and it's fun.
Yeah, so we're going to do that again too.
Well, I'm happy that we've learned so much about the Bath Volunteers for Service. As I said in my notes, I had the Bath Horse Show, the Bath Community Day, and the home tour. But obviously, they do so much more than that. They're the kind of group that we should have probably in every community surrounding Akron. And we're happy that they are here. Like Nadine pointed out, some groups have had to discontinue days like this. So we want yours to be even more successful, to continue that spirit of America that maybe we're losing a little bit more than we wish we were.
Yeah.
But I would like to thank everybody for joining us today and for being with us here at Akron Buzz. Today it featured the Bath Volunteers for Service. You might be next. Thanks a lot.